What a douchebag.
That's become the dominant line. Now you got the Gibbs cars all on the inside, and they're separating each other right now.
Look at that.
Oh, there it is.
There goes Ty Dillon. Big crash.
Didn't see that coming. Ty Dillon moved out, tried to go 3 wide. Unfortunately, collected a lot of cars right there.
And we knew with less.
Josh Berry. So Dale Jr. will not win his 8th race at Daytona. All 4 of his cars will be out of the race. There was Riley Herbst finally had his good luck run out. He had big damage. Middle of the back straightaway is where it all started.
Yeah, you see him pushing hard. Everything's kind of going normal here. And then Titus made a move to the outside, went 3 wide. He almost made it. It almost worked. And it just didn't. Couldn't get clear. Tried to. Spun out. And Daniel Hammer, he didn't do anything wrong there. I mean, it was just, he was along for the ride. Unfortunately, tore a lot of cars up right there.
And the hard part for Ty is he lost that push from Barry. You know, there's a whole car separation. He gets that run and loses him, and then just before he clears Hemrick, that's where he loses that momentum and doesn't have the push to finish that pass. He's by himself right here. He has no help, and that's just pulling him back right there. All right at one little small moment there that creates that whole thing.
See the 11 of Justin Haley involved, nowhere to go. He was looking for his 4th consecutive win on a super speedway. Would have matched Dale Jr. for the most wins in a row all time when it comes to Daytona and Talladega. Brandon Brown, who's been so strong tonight, got a piece of the action, but not done for the night, I don't think. See him there in that bright yellow 68.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
You can go below that double yellow line here, and that might be where there could be some miscommunication as well through that, and just 2 very fast race cars tore up.
Exactly, super aggressive at this stage of the race, and that's one thing we talked about earlier, and I talked about
those are those moments where you want to be clear. Allgaier wants to be clear and get down the straightaway and draft. Right. And Herbst is like, no, man, I'm going to hold my track.
Turn 3 when things got bunched up and Myatt Snyder went high in the 2.
I feel like the 2 thought that the 54 was going to give him a little bump back. He missed the corner, and then 36 just goes in a little too hard there with 3 guys trying to fight for the same real estate.
There's nowhere to go. It just closes up so much on the entry.
Car trashed. Coming to the start-finish line, we're going to see it here.
Oh, no. Oh, that's 2 hard hits.
Hey, and don't look back, Justin Allgaier, but the last 2 or 3. Oh, we got
spinner. That's Riley Herbst. He's able to keep it off the wall. Nice save there. With 14 to go in stage 1, second caution of the day.
Yeah, hopefully that turns out all right for him. I mean, he didn't run into anything, and there's no big damage that we. John Hunter Nemechek throwing the paperwork at Herbst and saying, "Move, son." Ouch.
They were racing for 12th. Prior to Nemechek coming through, Clements was there. Maybe Jeremy's a little bit more patient than John Hunter.
Going the grass, too. Easier said than done. Oh. Is that teammates there?
Kinda, yeah. I mean,
that's Custer driving the 41.
Not officially, but yes.
Yeah. Oof. That's that. And Ryan had mentioned that earlier. It's you want to run wide through there, but
a few moments later.
Oh, the rear's out of it. I just think he just locked up front, got in too hot.
Brett Moffitt's really happy that he got out of that situation.
Yes, for sure.
You just got everyone stacking on top of each other. The 9 making a move on the 11. Oh my gosh, this is tight, and
they just ran out of room.
Yeah, something with the 19 to 98, all kind of started somewhere in there, and
yeah, I think a lot of it started when the 9 went to the outside, and the guys on the bottom probably didn't realize that there was an extra car all the way up against the wall. You see the 9 pop out. And the 18 and the 19 make contact there because the 19 can't go up.
Yep. And the poor 11 of Justin Haley, he's just out there arcing the corner out like he's going to be all right and gets tagged out of nowhere. I bet that was a surprise. Not a good surprise. Let's watch it from the 11 on board.
Sometimes it doesn't.
And it's always interesting here to me as you leave this last section of the tri-oval, how it, you know, the bottom lane is actually a lane below the groove of the corner. So you actually have to come up 2 lanes. And so it's like you go.
Riley Herbst around Andy Lally along with Miguel Paludo.
Yeah, Andy's going to be mad at himself. He dropped the right front off on the exit of turn 13 that cost him big contact with Riley Herbst and Miguel Paludo.
A caution here would end the race because the leader has taken the white flag. We'll see what happens as now Herbst goes around. Since it's the final lap, I would say they're going to let him race back. Allmendinger starting to pull away.
Yeah, and it's
So backwards into the tunnel. The hard contact, man. It moved the fuel cell, everything so far to the back of that car.
That 98 of Herbst is into the wall. Bunch of cars with damage. That's something else you see at this racetrack a lot. So here you go. You see these guys in the back. They're trying to lay back and get a run. Yep. And you mentioned it. It's the accordion effect. You can't see 2 or 3 cars in front of you either. So see, they lay back, and then they start to get a run. The front lane's not moving, and they all pile into each other.
We didn't even see it, or I didn't see it.
You cannot see anything. They slow down in front. Boom. Yeah.
I mean, it's nothing you can do there.
No, Tommy Joe Martins was having a mechanical issue, and you could see that Riley had no idea he was there. He saw.
There's 44. He just drives right up underneath him. Nothing he could do. That's the frustrating thing about car racing. When something like that happens, you're done. At least motorcycles, you can get.
Cedric on the inside, or actually Cedric on the outside, and AJ Allmendinger on the inside, and a wrecking one.
Oh, a big crash right in the middle of the pack there.
Oh, Jeff
Burton involved.
Is that Riley Herbst? I think I saw Riley Herbst in it.
Look to see if the 98, that's J.J. Yaley in the 17. 36 driven by Alex LeBay this week. Look at Jeremy Clement's car.
Okay, so here's the negative to the gamble. You see Riley Herbst, he's got big damage to his car. So 3 playoff drivers in that wreck, all with big damage.
Yeah, they get down, they're going down in the corner here into turn 1, and looks like they get 3 wide. Let's see here what happens. Just comes down and squeezes just a little bit. Not enough room, not enough give. And, man, just wads up the whole middle of the field.
Yeah, they were 4 wide. We saw the one with Josh Berry. It looked like he just caught the back end of the 98 of Riley Herbst, and Riley Herbst goes around.
There it all is right there.
Right there,
wide,
comes together.
Wide.
5 wide, yeah, nowhere to go. Josh Berry was stuck right in the middle and nowhere to go.
And that, you know, we talked about Jeremy Clemens, right? And that's the negative to starting in the back. But that's about where he was. He was running 18th anyway. Let's ride along with Riley Herbst. Got this great in-car cam.
Now inside, 3 wide, inside. Big wreck here.
That's big damage.
This side crash.
Oh, we got a crash!
Get down a little.
Harrison burned into the outside wall. 02 of Moffitt's collected. A handful of other cars. The 54 of Nemechek.
Brett Moffitt in the 02 brings a very wounded car to pit road. Oh man, Riley Herbst, huge damage. .20 in the middle. Looks like he gets a push that kind of gets stacked up. And the push continues. John Hunter pushes the 02 into the 20. They start to move forward. And much like the other accident, it seems like the 20 kind of checks up a little bit. The 02 ends up on his left rear. Just trying to help
no, ill attempt, and it turns the 20 left.
So the 20 goes up the track into the left rear of the 18. The 18's kind of coming down to side draft. So two guys doing two different things kind of created that issue. I think Harrison was pretty much going straight, trying to push the 7, and as the 18 comes down to side draft, those two sends the 20 up the racetrack a little bit with a little momentum.
A little contact there with Jeb Burton also.
Just so many things happening there between multiple drivers that created that issue.
Such a great point. I didn't see the contact with the right front of the 20, but you're absolutely right, Junior. That drives the nose of the 20 down the racetrack.
Yeah, see the 02, he's pushing right here, he makes contact. Right there, gets into the 20.
So the 20 and the 18 are inches apart. That contact just moved the 20 just enough up the racetrack, and the 18's getting aggressive with that side draft on the 7.
Yeah, the 31, little contact in the door, but he got through. Oh, took the bumper cover off the back of the 10. Jeb Burton, that's a required part. They'll have to work on that. And then you see all the other cars. I think that's Josh Williams in the 92, Alex LeBay in the 36.
A good run. Gave a shove to
we got a big crash off of turn 2.
Jeb Burton is involved. Mike Lynette, Riley Herbst.
They were trying to get around Spencer Boyd.
Pushes the 52 up the track, tries to go fill the hole, but then the 98's trying to fill the hole between him and the 1. Just so many cars trying to go into.
Harrison, close call as you mentioned, but now he gets a little bit of a kind of a break that he gets by.
Possible, but Noah may take the lead off of turn 4.
Grayson's in the lead, but the caution comes out.
Caution clear.
Before they got to the start-finish line.
So that's it. Well done, Noah Gregson.
Here's the caution.
Yeah, you saw the 98 car. Riley Herbst, he locked